Hey there, welcome back, and we're going to be clearing victimhood from you today as an SRT group clearing. So eyes down, look in and set your intention to receive the benefits of this very powerful but very brief SRT group clearing. Let's go. So here we go. Victimhood, what's that running at? 0 positive, 100 negative, Quelle surprise. And in terms of consciousness, we're at light status level. So let's do an initial clearing on that with your high self teams, my God team, on victimhood. Bring it up to 100 positive, down to 0 negative. Something we often hang on to without realizing we're behaving like victims. So whenever we react rather than respond, we really are behaving like a victim. And we're not always consciously aware of it. So don't be hard on yourself or others, you know. It happens. Let's just shift a layer of those programs and belief systems, shall we? That's keeping you in victimhood. We are empowered beings. The next clearing I'm doing after victimhood is fear of spiders. Anyway, I'll talk to you more about that when I do that one. I know fear of snakes and fear of heights has also been requested. Heights is one of those natural things we're born with, the fear of heights, actually. I think it's one of those caveman survival ones, but we can still do that, though. We can still do that. So clearing victimhood. And we can be victims, but it's what we're talking about is holding on to that victimhood, holding on to being a victim, keeping ourselves in that victim state. Thank you once again for your donations. They make all the difference to me. And even the little ones, they mean such a lot. It's the intent, it's the behind them, it's the gratitude behind them, it's the investing in your spiritual evolution. So it'll always come back to you when you do that, and it's very, very gratefully received, very, very gratefully received, and they all add up. It takes a lot of time. It's not just filming these may be short videos, but then it's uploading them, and then it's writing the description, writing the tags, writing the, getting the thumbnail, etc., etc., etc. And I do get something back from YouTube, so I do get a little bit every month, but every other month. It's not, my channel hasn't. If my channel had 1 million followers, I would be getting significantly more. But at the level of subscribers I have at the moment, people watching, then I get a little bit every month. So your donations make a huge difference for me. They really do. So thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you want to work with me, if you want to purchase the SRT package, all details are below. If you want to work with me one-to-one on Zoom, all details are below. If you'd like to have a discovery chat on Zoom for about 20 minutes. I tend not to do longer than that, because in the past I've done it, and some clients have ended up trying to get as much as they can from me. So it really is about 20 minutes as a discovery call, deciding what you'd like. It's really about you getting to feel into my energy, getting to speak to me, and what sort of take I get on what I feel about working with you as well. It has to be the right fit. It has to be the right fit for both of us. And yeah. Right, here we go. So chart 6A, we're off. Master programs. This is for victimhood, remember. So what have we got going? Outside left, fear, of course. Inside right, fear is what keeps us in there. Betrayal. Anything else? Do they have past life and ancestral roots? Yes, they do. We're not going to investigate. We're just going to clear fear and betrayal as master programs and discordant energy, and also fear of betrayal as a master program and discordant energy across all time, space, and dimension. Clearing from past life and ancestral roots, clearing from future lifetimes, clearing across all energy bodies and all levels of consciousness on chart 3 for your highest good. Very common one, that one, fear and betrayal. Very, very common. Fear, betrayal, and abandonment come up a lot. And appeasement. They're all linked as well, very much so. And I guess, you know, you can understand why betrayal would be linked with holding on to being a victim. And fear. Clearing away for your highest good. Great stuff. Right, where are we going next? Chart 10B, which is programs created by spirit. We have dysfunction of mind. Anything else? Just dysfunction of mind. Is that it? Yeah. So let's clear dysfunction of mind. And we're clearing at this level. This is the first line of programming. So it's so important as we clear all depths, levels, ranges, limitations, everything, everywhere. And any body programs, body memories, replication, rebuilding memory images. Apparently we don't have any replications, program replications anymore, but occasionally I find that they do come up. So, yeah. Just very, very rarely, but they do occasionally come up now, not like they used to, for whatever reason. But let's clear that out anyway. So this is a really important first level of, these are first major programs, so in this chart. Clearing away. Okay, where are we going next? Chart 12. Aspects of spirit's genetic coding, dysfunction of spirit by thought, codependency of spirit on God, pre-programmed of spirit on God, by God as well, at Queen of Life level. Let's just clear those out. A lot of those I've already described in other videos before, so I won't go into any detail here. We'll just get them cleared. Good stuff. Where are we going next? 13 or 14. I'm pulled back to 12 again, so I haven't finished on 12. What's that? Dysfunction of creative energy by emotions. Loss, no, it's dysfunction of God consciousness at spirit level. Let's clear those as well. It's quite a few at Queen of Life level here to clear in connection with being a victim, staying a victim. It's not so much being a victim, but staying a victim. And that's a choice. That's a choice. You can be a victim to circumstance, a victim to other people's behaviour. But it's up to you whether you choose to stay a victim. And there's some horrific things done out there in the world. It's very difficult not to be a victim to those things and stay a victim to those things. But we want to make a choice that an empowered and an informed choice, not to stay a victim, but to use whatever bullshit is thrown at you in the world, to use it as fodder, to use it as feed, to grow and to help others and to learn and to enrich our experience of life in some way, no matter what. And that's easier said than done, of course. But we must remember we are not our bodies. We are not our bodies. We are so much more than this. Right, okay, so is there anything else on this chart? I don't think so, so let's move on this time. Yes, that's better. Chart 17, my favourite chart, which is fine-tuning. It's Lord of Lords level, first expression of the soul. Anything on the inside? We have a desire to suffer as a main program at soul level there. Anything else inside, outside? Let's clear that desire to suffer. I love it when this one comes up. I love to clear this one. So many of us hold the program of desiring to suffer at this level, the first expression of the living soul. It's so good to get this cleared out. Otherwise, again, it's back to those emitting those frequencies. If you're emitting the frequency to the universe of I desire to suffer, I desire to suffer, can you imagine what sort of, in that law of correspondence, how the universe is matching that vibration and bringing you experiences? It's like a shopping list, isn't it? And what would you like today? Oh, well, I'd like to suffer today, please. What can you bring me that will enable me to satisfy my desire for suffering? Yes, certainly, we'd like to bring you this. Why don't you try this for 30 days? No, thank you. So think of your vibrations as shopping lists of what you want to experience in your life, because really that's it. What you're holding on to is your shopping list. Well, I'd like to have this and I'd like to experience that. But the only issue is we don't know what's running in our data banks, in our energy fields. We can only get an idea of what is running by our experience of life. So if we are attracting a lot of wonderful opportunities, experiences, and everything is flowing beautifully and we're having a wonderful time, then we're sending out some pretty damn good vibrations. But when things are not flowing, when they feel like they're blocked, nothing is ever actually blocked, it just gets condensed. But when it feels like one area of life isn't really fully flowing, then you're running something there to prevent that at some level. So it's always good to take a bit of a health check of your life. You know, look at your relationships, your personal relationships, your romantic relationships, your work side of things, your work relationships, your work. Are you getting the satisfaction, the joy that you want there? Look at your physical health, mental health, emotional health, spiritual health, your hobbies. You know, all these sort of things. Take a health check of your life. Take an audit of your life. Score it out of 10. I've got a form somewhere where I do that for clients. Score it out of 10. And then you get to see where it's not really flowing fully. So where are we going next? 26, which is freedom is free. Anything on the inside? The veil is broken, that's the belief again. So, right, let's just clear that away. I'm not quite sure what that refers to then. I mean, I know what it refers to, but what it fully means, that one. Obviously, the veil is between the physical and spiritual realms, but so there's a belief system that it's broken. So I guess we must lose sight of the fact that we are spiritual beings there, rather than spiritual beings inhabiting physical bodies. That doesn't make sense, does it? We forget that we're spiritual beings inhabiting physical bodies is what I meant to say. There's a disconnect. Right, okay, that's better. Chart 30, final light. Well, we need to wrap up. Is there anything else? Soul fingerprints, that's it. So let's clear all soul fingerprints and then let's wrap up. Okay, anything else before mop up? No, let's go straight to mop up then for victimhood. Clearing away all programs that keep us as a victim. The energy is really starting to lift. Now I can feel it. I work very intuitively with this system and it's a fabulous tool, absolutely fabulous tool. Like all these systems, you know, they're wonderful tools and it really just depends how you use the tools. And different practitioners will use them in different ways, according to their levels of consciousness, their questioning, their experience, and all sorts of factors, really. Okay, are we done? Yeah. So are the souls happy with the clearings? Are the high self team happy with the clearings? So where are we now with victimhood? 100 positive, 0 negative, much, much lighter. It really is. The pendulum feels like it's floating. So it's definitely been a big change for somebody there. So there you go. Now, minimum of radiant love, new paradigm level. So another fabulous clearing done. Thank you so much. Remember, don't do too many of these clearings all at once because it takes 3 days for the neural pathways to fall away. So just maybe no more than a couple of these short group SRT clearings at a time. Just allow the body then to fully integrate the changes because it can take 3 to 4 days for the old neural pathways to fall away. By day 4, people normally then have a much better equilibrium. And so if you experience anything after these clearings, that's why. So sending you enormous love. Thank you so much for being part of this community and see you on the next clearing. Have a great day. Bye everyone. Bye.